Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Rebecca. This is Learn to Thrive, and I'm glad you're here. So let's get to today's topic, which is become your own best friend. So if you like this video, make sure you put the thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. And if you want to book individual appointments with me, I am at learntothrivelivecoaching@gmail.com. Just email me. But let's talk about this topic. So, are we our own best friend? Sometimes I wonder. Sometimes I don't know about you, but I have a voice inside my head that doesn't sound like a friend. It sounds like an enemy, right? So we need to learn to do a couple of things as we're on this journey toward thriving if we're going to really make progress in thriving. And we need to learn to be that best friend that wants to know all about ourselves, right? A friend who really cares about us is going to want to get to know us. They're going to want to know our joys, our sorrows, the things that really disturb us and those things that really lift us up. They're just going to want to get to know us. And some of us, quite frankly, don't want to get to know ourselves all that well. We have become so used to being human doings instead of human beings that we don't know how to sit with ourselves and really get to know ourselves, understand where our anxiety is coming from, or where our fears or our regret and ruminations coming from, all those things that are inside of us that are kind of keeping us in an unhealthy place and maybe keeping us stuck in certain ways in our growth. We don't want to know about, because I think we're afraid that we won't like what we see, because we don't really like ourselves that well. Or we like the perception of ourselves just the way it is, right? We don't want to know anything deeper that might be too disturbing. So the first thing we need to do is become inquisitive about ourselves and what's really going on inside us and how we really tick. That's the first thing. The second thing is we need to learn to talk to ourselves instead of listening to ourselves, because we need to become our own best friend. When my parents named me, they named me Rebecca Ruth. When you put those two names together, they mean committed, compassionate friend. Now, I would love to be that for you here on YouTube, or for any of you who want a life coach with me. But I can't really get to know you. I can't be your best friend. So what I really long for is for you to become your own committed, compassionate friend, truly committed to yourself and to your growth, truly compassionate with yourself, realizing you are human, you are going to mess up, and learning how to own those mistakes and walk through them to the other side in a healthy way, right? Rather than stuffing them or being defensive about them or beating yourself up about them because you're such a bad person, which is often what we do when we listen to the voice inside our head. Different ones of us struggle with different things in this regard, right? But I dare say pretty much every human being has that negative voice inside our head that is either shaming us or blaming us or accusing us in some way, or doubting us so that we don't move forward, telling us we can't do things, or just making us sad because we're just this really bad person, right? There's so many ways in which we can defeat ourselves. And we can also just kind of keep things at bay so that we don't have to think about them too much. And we can kind of go through life without thinking much, right? So there are all kinds of mechanisms that we have as humans that causes us to do that. So I want us to learn to be able to sit with ourselves and really get to know ourselves. I want us to learn throughout the day to listen to that self-talk. What's it telling us? Is it saying, You're a terrible parent because even though it's COVID and you have all kinds of excuses, you're letting your children be on the iPad too much. You're a terrible parent. Is it saying to us, you know, you are never going to be able to do that exercise program you set out to do, and defeating us before we even start? Or is it saying to us, just go and do things for others and you'll feel better? Just get out there and do. Be a human doing, and you will feel so much better because you don't have to worry about being, right? So as we start our journey, remember last time we talked about being in the present moment, living in the present. Learn to breathe. Come back to the present moment, and also think about, what is it I'm saying to myself about this? How am I helping myself move forward? Do I need to tell that voice inside my head to stop it? Do I need to learn to be my own best friend and say, voice inside my head, stop that. You are tearing down my friend. So as we move forward, I hope you will be able to begin to do this, to begin to talk to yourself instead of listening to yourself. Remember to be your own best friend and say, friend, you can do this. You've got this, right? I also hope that in this journey, you'll realize that, you know, the one who loves us, accepts us, wants to be with us, wants to get to know us, and wants us to know ourselves and love ourselves the most is God himself. And so I hope this day that the Creator, Sustainer, and Redeemer God will draw close to you, and you will draw close to God. I hope this day you will know peace. I hope you will know love, and you will be able to give that to yourself. Grace and peace to you this day.